Would you drive 400 kilometers from Saigon to Phu Quoc? A journey of 9 hours through the heart of Vietnam, experiencing the country in a way few travelers ever do. Hi, it's Mary here. Last week we drove 395 kilometers from Saigon to Phu Quoc. And here I want to share my feelings after driving for so long and answer the main question. Would we do it all again? I'll be comparing all the pros and cons of our trip.
My butt is dead.
It's on fire.
If you're considering a journey to Phu Quoc, there are so many ways to get there. The most straightforward method is by air. Option 2 is to take a bus, more economical and time-consuming option. Option 3 is traveling by bike. Here, I want to show you what you'll be missing out on if you don't choose this option. Or maybe you won't be missing out. We made it from Ho Chi Minh to Raj Gia, or whatever it's called, in 7 hours. The first advantage is that you'll get a chance to see real Vietnam. What I mean by that is when you think about a cafe in Vietnam, you imagine something like this. In fact, all cafes on our way look like this, with a hammock and friendly locals. You will see real nature with those green rice fields, fishermen villages located almost on the border with Cambodia, and real houses. I've never been to a Vietnamese house before, and this woman kindly invited us to her house. She made us a cup of coffee, and even though she didn't speak a word of English, she treated us like her family. A lot of houses in these villages share a common concept. The front part of the house serves as a small business. It can be a shop, cafe, or garage, while the back part used as living space. In many small villages, there are limited supplies of running water. What you might notice as well is that there is an electric stove inside, and instead of a traditional sofa, people often use a hammock to spend their leisure time. These houses have many open spaces and lack doors, which I think is a problem because they may get a lot of uninvited guests like snakes and other insects. Along the way, you'll observe a contrast in lifestyle from the urban bustle. People are just chilling by the road, and that's the theme that remains unchanging across Vietnam, no matter where you go. The type of work people are doing is completely different. A lot of people who live here are fishermen or farmers. We've seen someone harvesting fruit with a plastic bottle attached to a stick. It looks completely different from what I've seen in other countries. The downside to our trip is that in some places the roads are not very good, and we encountered 30 to 40 minutes of terrible road. It was really hard for the person who was driving to navigate that road, but on the bright side, you can learn how to drive. Since the roads are not smooth, there is a chance that you may get a flat tire or get into an accident, and this happened to us. We had stopped at a traffic light and a woman wanted to turn right, but she got too close to our bike and bumped into it. Luckily, nobody was injured, but it was the bike we had rented, so we needed to resolve this issue. Luckily, this woman knew it was completely her fault, so next 20 minutes we spent trying to find a mechanic and fixing it. Which was not part of our plan, and dealing with this situation as a foreigner may be unpleasant. Another accident happened to our bike when it was time to head home. We got stuck in the middle of the road. We thought it was a problem with petrol. So Reese went to the nearest petrol station, his dad, while Emma and I were trying to survive.
We're stuck here in the middle of the street because Reese's bike just suddenly stopped and we can't go any further. And we hope that we just need to buy petrol, but we still don't know.
Petrol didn't solve the problem, and this is when we met these nice people. So Reese's dad drove along the road and discovered this person who was one of the hotel owners. He helped us fix our bike, treated us to a cup of coffee, and gave us this keychain as a little gift. Make sure to visit his retreat. He's a very nice person.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
For
you.
you. And do you supposed to hang them in a
I
certain
hang
place?
it around the car or in the bag as well. Because
Yeah.
Padang Dafa is Thai meditation. It's
Ah,
about
right, okay.
practicing through the mind, body, and spirit.
Oh.
So many people in the world practice it.
We thought it was the end of our bad luck. Little did we know that there was something else waiting for our bike. Now the situation that happened to us was on the ferry. You can see how they load and unload bikes on this ferry just by simply using a long piece of wood. After loading bikes, they secured them with ropes. So what we discovered while we were on the deck enjoying the sea breeze, it appeared that the rope broke the wind mirror. It was really dangerous to drive without a mirror since a lot of roads are busy, so we asked the staff to solve the problem. Here was another nice person we met. He was one of the crew members. We went to 3 shops to find someone who could fix our mirror for us. He didn't leave us until he made sure it was fixed and we could go there safe and sound. We were sitting in this place having a nice small talk with a local man. Since it took us a lot of time to wait for the bike to get fixed, I want to mention that the biggest advantage of traveling by bike is that you're in control of your trip. For example, when your flight is cancelled, you can't really do much about it. We had fallen a lot behind in our driving schedule. We were meant to be halfway through to Ho Chi Minh, but decided to drive as far as we were able to. The next morning, we woke up in this beautiful camping spot, which we had accidentally discovered on the map. And we never intended on staying here, but look at this gorgeous view with these cute little tents. By the way, all tents had AC inside. So the fact that you can choose where to stop can bring you a lot of unexpected surprises. By the way, in the camping place, we were given these 2 cards. If you haven't watched my previous video, there is an old functioning post office in Ho Chi Minh. I'll send these 2 cards to the first 2 people who write in the comment, "I want a gift from Mary," and leave your email so I could reach out to you to confirm your address. We had a unique chance to try traditional pho and banh mi recipes. It was completely different from those that we had in the city and in tourist places. First, we were a bit worried about the quality of food and cleanliness, but as you can see, we're still alive. So right now we're somewhere in the middle of nowhere trying to find some food because they're still trying to fix this mirror, but apparently it's more difficult. So all people are looking at us. It's so weird. Show me what you have.
Wow.
It tastes nice.
Oh, that's making
Final and the biggest reason why we couldn't drive for so long is numb bum. Sitting on this bike for 5 or 7 hours could be literally painful.
Bone crushing. My
Why?
ass is on fire and numb
Why?
because of the road.
How did you feel?
My butt is dead.
Would you do it again?
Yeah.
Would you do it again?
Yeah.
It again. Yeah.
Here is the list of all pros and cons of this trip.
Let me know in the comments, would you drive, take a bus, or travel by plane? Whatever way you choose, have a safe journey. Hello.